Hey guys, it is PokeJungle and I am back. I know you probably didn't think I was going to do a video this quick, but I'm back again today and I want to share with you the top 5 features that I hope make it back into Pokemon Sun and Moon coming out later this year. So unfortunately, through the main series, we have actually lost a few things on that journey to 3D graphics and, animations and whatever. We've actually taken a few steps back at a few points during the series history. So some honorable mentions today, which I hope make the cut into the newest games for the Nintendo 3DS. First being character customization. Alright, that was a huge thing for me in the Ruby and Sapphire remakes. They didn't have it in there, and that was so disappointing to me. I loved being able to be my own kind of person and be able to dress up, and also just the extra collection mechanic there, because you're collecting Pokemon and then you're also collecting clothes and whatever, It gave me actually a reason to log into the game, well, not even log in, but just to start up my 3DS every day, because I wanted to check what the shops had, what they didn't have. Okay, I gotta buy this. I gotta go to this town, and whatever. It was a cool mechanic, and I definitely hope that they expand upon it in Sun and Moon. Another honorable mention that I just want to quickly say is the option to not choose one of the 3 starters. Alright, and the only game in the series that we haven't chosen between grass, fire, or water has been Pokemon Yellow, and that of course gave you Pikachu when you started the game. So I like the choice between the 3, and actually I hope we aren't shoehorned into just one Pokemon to start out with. But on the other hand, I do want to kind of freshen up the experience and be able to do something a little bit different than we have been doing for the past 20 years. So that would be amazing, and obviously I don't think that's going to happen, and today I'm kind of, the list is not exactly super serious, but on the other hand, I know that we're not going to have that in there, so I'm just putting it out there as an honorable mention, and maybe Pokemon Eclipse or Pokemon whatever, the 3rd game may have it, if we do get a 3rd game, or maybe Pokemon Z will have it when that comes out in 2018 or something, and they all kind of troll us with that. But anyway, top 5. All right, here we go. Number 5. I hope that Pokemon Sun and Moon have some post E4 exploration, alright? Because in Johto, we had Kanto to explore. And then in the remakes of Leaf Green and Fire Red, we had the Sevi Islands to explore after we beat the Elite Four and became the champion. And unfortunately, some games, especially ones that didn't have the Battle Frontier, kind of lacked that endgame status, endgame ability to just do something besides training. So I hope we do get some extra towns to explore, something to do after we become the almighty champion. And that leads me to the number 4 spot today, which is the Game Corner. I know, I think, I don't know for sure, 100%, but I believe that Europe kind of put the ban hammer down on the Game Corner in Pokemon games because of some gambling related issues. And you know what? Thinking it over morally, I kind of understand why they took it out. Because, if you're teaching kids that, if you gamble, you can get these amazing prizes and win these super strong Pokemon. I don't know, Porygon, was it OP in Gen 1? I don't know. But I do kind of understand why they took it out. That being said, I do think it was a cool addition, and it was, fun, even though you just ended up buying the chips outright for those prizes because you didn't want to rely on the jackpots, and it was just hell if you sat there and tried to actually gamble. But it was a fun diversion, and it was kind of something that spiced up your journey, and it was something to look forward to. And actually the music was always really cool in those places, so that was awesome. And I think in Ruby and Sapphire, Mauville was also the hideout or whatever, or was that I don't know. Honestly, I don't know these games that well. My history is not the best with the series. But that is one feature that I hope makes it back. And also the remakes of Pokemon Gold and Silver had an amazing coin flip game for the international release. I don't think it was in the Japanese version. But that was also a really fun game, and I actually liked it a lot. Number 3, I hope that we get PokeStar Studios back. Yes, one of the forgotten maybe, or not even really utilized by many players, that feature of Black and White 2 would be kind of cool with the new 3D graphics of Generation 6 and now Generation 7. I think that if we had PokeStar Studios as kind of a tool to kind of make your own videos or whatever, and you were able to kind of upload them online and share them on social media, that would be amazing. The implementation in Pokemon Black and White 2 was not maybe the best, and it was not maybe the most interesting feature, but I think there's a lot of potential there, and like the theme of making your own movie and kind of, you know, having choices there to dictate what happens and being scored maybe, that's cool to me, and I think that's something we could see maybe in the future, and hopefully we won't have to wait for Black and White's eventual remake. Can we start talking about Gen 5 remakes? Is that too early? Maybe. And number 2, I hope that the bug catching contest comes back. Of course, I'm PokeJungle, and Sewaddle is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I've always really loved bug Pokemon. I've always thought of myself maybe as like a bug catcher if I were a trainer class in the game. So that is definitely one of the things that I thought was so cool back in Crystal when I was playing, and that is something that I hope that they would put in another game. Number 1, the feature that I hope returns the most, of course, is Pokemon that follow you in the overworld. This was such a fun feature, and of course it started with Pokemon Yellow, but then you had no other games that featured it until the Generation 2 remakes in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And it was such a cool thing, like you had your partner right beside you as you were traveling throughout the world, and it kind of, it's a game, but you kind of had that bond with whatever Pokemon was out, and you kind of got that aesthetic look. It was something different. It was kind of a trainer customization almost before they actually added that into the games. And that is something that I really would love to see, especially in 3D. And I don't honestly know why Game Freak took it out. That was such a fun thing, and I hope that it does make it back at some point in the series. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I do hope that you continue to tune in and subscribe. I've been really happy to see the support for the announcement video, and I think we got like 30 more subscribers or whatever, and I know for a lot of big YouTube people that is not a lot, but for me it's a lot, and it's like 10% of the subscribers we had before, so I am feeling pretty #blessed right now. That was awesome, and I love you guys, of course, so much. So anyway, take care. Visit our Twitter, social media, and of course the main site for the latest news. Okay, take care everyone. Ciao.